What's up, guys? What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome back to another episode, guys, of my Hungarian Let's Play. And I've been thinking, considering our influence in Genoa is so low, it has now, I don't know how long that has been the case, but our trade income is pretty damn low. I think it's become important for me, guys, to switch it up a little bit here. So I'm going to continue collecting in Genoa, as in hopefully within like 10 years or so, we're going to be dominating the region. Well, when we revoke at least. But there's some wealth here. We've got almost 80% here. So I'm going to collect in Constantinople, as we previously were pulling most of the wealth out. That should help us straight up. My new merchant will probably be going in Sevilla eventually, but instead, look at this, guys. There's 8.5 ducats, more than that, in the Crimea. None of it's coming my way. If we send a trader to pull, that will pull some into Constantinople we were collecting. Now, Ragusa, at the very least, I'll pull it into Venice, where we collect a lot. But I'll have a look at him. See how much is going out. We might be better off like pulling from somewhere else, like Aleppo, into Constantinople. So hopefully, let's have a look here. Our trade income is 6.4. Let's see if that improves over the next few months. I hope so. I'm going to dock my navy here so we're not spending sailors, even though we're doing very well on sailors because we don't really use them. But like I said last episode, let's clean up this rebel stuff. But I'm really looking forward to quickly annexing these two nations. And another thing we want to do here is Bremen. Oh, nice. France would help us against Bremen. Yeah, dude. Okay, we have some war exhaustion. Let's let our war exhaustion go down a little bit. But I might fight two wars at once. As we're not going to overextend here, I might just declare this and let France and Russia do most of the work, guys. But this way, I want to take Frankfurt and release him as a Catholic. But also, we can force religion on Hamburg, Salzburg, and not Lubeck, because he's too big. Unless we made him co-belligerent. I wonder if that would call in his trade league. Wow, that would be a pretty epic war, though. These are mostly one province miners, guys. If it did call in the trade league, I'm not sure if it does or not, guys. I have a feeling it won't. That's my guess. But look, it's mostly just members of the Empire. That's going to give us a ton of opportunities to take their cash, but also enforce religion on a ton of nations. So I'm not going to be bothered at all if he does call them in, as I suspect. Wow, that's a lot of good guys, to be fair. But I suspect, especially if I pull my troops over there, we'll be able to handle him with France on our side. Let's make sure France has pulled his troops back from the British Isles and doesn't have those exiled troops out there, because that's a bit of a concern if we're going to depend on him to fight these wars for us. But we're making some money. Oh my goodness. Our trade just went up by almost 20 ducats. Oh, yeah. We pull in a decent amount into Venice through Ragusa. Okay. Alright. Boy, that is... All of a sudden we got 13% in Genoa. Well, that's part of the reason it went up so much as well. That's weird. Either way, I'm not going to touch things. We're making some money. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This looks pretty good. Pretty nice. Obviously, going to be boosting stability from the Pope. Another thing, guys, is that we don't have an heir. I've re-rolled my heir twice because I haven't been liking the looks of them. They've been really bad. And hoping that we get a good heir. What can I say? The first one was complete garbage. Oh my god, we're making money whilst we maintain our armies. I hope this continues. I want money so bad, especially because Russia's about to gain some damn liberty desire. Speaking of Russia gaining some damn liberty desire, even while we're supporting loyalists, I need to boost my forces a bit. And the fact that we're making some money makes me feel much better about doing that. So France has exiled troops here, and he doesn't seem to be doing a good job pulling them back into our country. Now, our inflation is up to 7, guys. That's pretty nasty, dude. The inflation is having a hard time. I'd really like that inflation reduction advisor. Here, I'm going to take production efficiency instead of unrest, as I really want money. 10% increase to production efficiency is what I'm talking about. Continue doing some harsh treatment. It's taking its toll on our military points, but it's worth it, right? I suggest that it's worth it, but I don't know, man. Now, our relations are not maxed with Russia. That's important to consider. Let's improve our relations with him. But the building the troops did definitely have an effect, that's for sure. As we push out into Turkey, guys, I'm going to get rid of these forts. Truce expired with Mali. And he's got no allies because we ruined his allies. I might declare on him very soon. We should do this guy first, though. This guy can dominate. In fact, why don't we do him right now? We got some admin. We do have war exhaustion, but it's okay. Let's go. So this hopefully will get us another merchant. Now, finally, our trade seems to actually... We're making some money from trade. Thank goodness for that. So, yeah, if we fully annex everything in the correct region, the Ivory Coast, I'd say maybe not, but would be pretty close to having the merchant here. With Mali, if I take this guy out first and take the coast, these are really low development provinces. We could continue on from Mali to take all the way up the coast rather than, you know, push through this way. So hopefully in a few short years here, our trading company will be generating us a merchant, but also just straight up trade in the future, of course. Straight up trade in the future. About to declare another war here. And we can tick up for negative 10% on my Diplo, but we're gaining hardly any Diplo. Let's wait to see if we can get our corruption lower or something. Here we go. We're hoping that this guy has some cash to give us. We'll find out. As far as I can tell, he's been sitting at peace for a long time. But either way, this is going to be a really easy, clean, decisive victory. And converting his provinces, which will be quite easy, will be some nice chill points from the Pope. Oh my goodness, guys. All of a sudden, I'm feeling a lot better about this trade income. Now, keep in mind that this is something I probably could have improved upon in the past, for sure. But keep in mind, only lately have we had such mega influence over Constantinople. Like, even the last war against the Ottomans made a big difference here. So if we had done this in the past, it wouldn't be quite to the same kind of effect. Alrighty. I'm going to make sure we take everything in the Ivory Coast. That's priority, which I believe is exactly that. Yes, it is. And that's only 28 overextension. All right, so I'm going to make sure to calculate the overextension out here, how much that costs, and then we'll take as much as we can. There we go. So let's take everything. It's only 30. Only 30. Sweet. That's not very much. And he has some money, but not that much. Why is he not giving up? He's the only guy. I've taken your only fort, dude. Let's go. You're done. Feels good, man. I love it. So that is 5 provinces to be added to the empire. Excellent. Costing us some corruption. That's okay. Dude, you know what? Let's get rid of our corruption. All of a sudden I'm feeling good about our economy. We have to keep in mind that some of this economy stuff is for sure the war reparations of some of the larger nations like the Ottomans. But let's get rid of our corruption, as I value my monarch points. And then we can really begin to get an eye of where our economy is laying. And if we could actually pay off some debt, that would be incredible. So we got 30 overextension, 30.6, which means we can do 69. Let's do 69 overextension. You know what? I'm wondering if we can block Mali. It doesn't look like we can, because I know Mali's just going to eat them up. So how about we do something like that? It costs. The problem is the war score cost, it looks like. Maybe we could block Mali. Let's have a look here. Yep. That's going to be our peace deal right there. Prevent Mali from coming in and, making him... He's going to be even larger. The guy's going to start catching up in tech. I know he is. He's taking global trade. So the only one that he doesn't have is the printing press, which is spreading to him as we speak. He could accept it at any time. Then he's going to have a massive reduction in cost to his military tech, and he's going to catch up in no time at all. So it's not that I'm worried, it's just the more that we block him out from expanding, the better. Yeah, I'm sitting on these guys here trying to prevent them from spawning, but it might not have the best effects. The Hungarians, particularists, and I'm beginning to feel hesitant about spending my military points. I think let's do one more, and I might lay off it. We're going to start falling behind in military tech if I take defensive ideas. Okay, get some papal influence and some influence from the clergy, or loyalty rather, from the clergy. Russia is 20% integrated. It's taking its sweet time, but we're getting there. Alrighty, smash this guy's troops, and this should be an easy victory here. Improve relations with Tuscany. Tuscany is extremely mad at us because we returned core, etc. But it's somewhat achievable. Let's take that mission. We haven't been getting any good missions whatsoever recently, so let's see if we can hold on to that. And I think the League is about to disappear. Speaking of the League or the Empire, can we get an air game? Making me a little bit nervous here. Alright, this guy's just about to be done here as we siege up some of his provinces. And really looking forward to how our economy looks after we root out our corruption. If we're still making some profit, that's the dream. That's the dream, because it's only going to get better from here. Hopefully we get another merchant soon from this. And Cuba, I love it. I think that was a good call, really investing in Cuba hard. It seems like every year the amount of money he gives us improves. God damn it, I hate that event. He really colonizes quickly, dude. He colonizes much more quickly than we do, in fact. Jealous of him. It seems to me, I mean that's just a guesstimate, but it seems to me like he colonizes quickly. Okay, get some cheeky war score from winning some battles here. Siege up some provinces and piece that out. Power projections falling below again. It's going to be 3 years' time before we can declare on the Ottomans, hoping that our next war against Ottomans will just be just as clean and just as decisive. Although he is the same tech level as us now. Still, France should help us out. No problem. And we could, our next war against Ottomans, we could make our way out to Persia to have the opportunity to expand into Persia. I think I'll probably do that, give us the opportunity to expand into Persia. But what I should do is take as much of the Constantinople region as I can, considering it's like our main trading region right now. Alrighty, we're going to skip this area as well. I don't think it's being greedy. Our guy's 27 years old. We got plenty of royal marriages. Let's have a good era, please, game. Got plenty of royal marriages, as well as from Cyprus here. Come on, game. Just give me that sweet. Give me that sweet. Give me that sweet doodle, please. Appreciate it. Just give me that. Give me that air. It's not too much to ask, right? Look at Russia. He's able to walk all the way down here. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hoping that this war against Portugal coming up, or indirectly against Portugal, the war against Castile, is going to be somewhat profitable. Boom. Alrighty. We can't lower our war exhaustion, guys. We can't do it. So let's see how our admin sits after this. Plenty of overextension. Let's be at peace. Oh my goodness. We're losing money because of that corruption, guys. Oh my goodness, Russia. Oh god, Russia! Feels bad, man. Imagine if somebody supported his independence now. It's only really Ming that could do it. I'm holding my breath a little bit. Not much I can do, so let's just be optimistic. The main bulk of our economy being bled out there, guys. I thought he attacked the Empire. He's attacking Brittany out here in Canada, who has these allies. However, I have a feeling that he's going to take some provinces from Savoy. But it's not the end of the world. What is kind of the end of the world is Austria's about to walk onto my stacks out here. And just like pub stomp everything that I just recruited. Cuba gains Liberty Desire. Shoot. Speaking of Liberty Desire, let's drop a diplomat in his land. Make sure he's happy with us as much as can be, because he actually has more Liberty Desire than I really expected him to have at a glance. Prussia took land from Bohemia. Damn, I wanted to go into Bremen. I wanted to do a lot of things, didn't I, guys? But let's let France chill out a little bit first. We're not integrating Russia throughout these next months until we get his Liberty Desire under control. You've got pretty limited... Oh, geez, I just YOLO'd in there while my morale was not full. Luckily, we outnumber him enough. Pretty limited opportunities to reduce desire with a personal union, but his desire's gone. Phew, we're in the clear. Oh, jeez, that's freaking me out, dude. Freaking me out big time. Georgian separatists. I gotta remember, dude, don't have that habit of boosting autonomy. It's not an option, because it's an easy solution in trashy provinces that I don't intend to state up that aren't doing much for us, but it's not a solution for us. Hell no. No more boosting autonomy, because it reduces your absolutism. Yeah. So we just have to deal with those rebels as they come, but I guess it's as good as a place as any to, if it costs us 50, get some absolutism. Really going to chill out on that though. So we're not that far ahead in military. We've spent hundreds of military points doing exactly that over the last while. Alrighty. Ottomans are going back to war as usual. Every time we do something to, you know, a war against him, he expands south or east. Bastard. And my Diplo's damn near being capped out, so Let's take up for -10. It's good. Really looking forward to this corruption being paid off here and getting a kind of idea of where our economy stands. Austrians are 1 behind us in military tech. Let's see if we can take out his capital. It's in mountains, so we've got to be aware of that, but still. I'll use 1 stack here and, well, let's actually siege up these provinces. And 1 stack on the fort, the other one to reinforce. Yeah, when does the CB go away? Demand unlawful territory. He's gonna bloody well convert Frankfurt, isn't he? Does he have religious ideas? No, and Frankfurt has very high development. Okay, he might not convert it, or at least not in quite some time. I really want to take Frankfurt from him and enforce religion on Hamburg, etc. This war's been raging, going on and on and on. His allies are still backing him up, which is quite surprising. We need France and Bohemia to help us in that war. Bohemia might have truce, actually, I'm not sure. But France in particular. He's our guy. Okay, that fort is fort level 3. Thank goodness he hasn't upgraded it. So that should help France wrap up this war more quickly. And yeah, where's the air, game? Game, do you want to give me an air? Okay, so we're 7% in this region. It's pretty bad. But hoping once we core it up and add it to the trading company that we're looking a lot better than that. And I'm looking forward to going into Mali as well. If we weren't doing other things. Do some Bohemia did integrate the Palatinate. Probably happened quite some time ago, but I only just realized. Doing some casual relations with some Catholics is what I was about to say. I hope you guys enjoy this. This game literally stresses me out, guys. I really do want to get this 1 tag. One of the reasons I really... Damn it, I wish our war exhaustion was reducing, but we're fighting this bloody war. One of the reasons that I really want this 1 tag is because, like, the most popular formula of my YouTube videos, in fact, the video that made my entire channel, where most of you came across me and I got the most views, the most momentum, was the World Conquest on Very Hard Difficulty video. Uh-oh, modifier from the Pope has gone away. We need that inflation reduction big time. And yeah, what I was going to say is the most popular formula of my kind of videos is just like, hey guys, look at this awesome game. Just like showing off. Those are my most popular videos above anything else. And yeah, I'm really hoping that this series, like the final episode of the series will be, I will do the final episode, but then just a completely separate video where I'm like, check it out guys, I did a 1 tag and I show the timeline, etc. Because that seems to get the most views and bring the most people in. So as well as uploading this entire series, it's kind of like a 2 birds with 1 stone kind of scenario. I'm trying to go for that huge epic achievement for me, which will be a massive achievement, which is a 1 tag, 1 faith. I haven't gotten the 1 faith achievement. Run. That's what I'm going for. And I really hope we can pull it off. Okay, all of a sudden feeling really poor again, but at least our corruption has disappeared. So I wonder what went away that was giving us so much money. Our trade looks so much better now, 30 ducats, that's incredible. But yeah, still poor as hell. We took out an additional loan because I rooted out that corruption, which means even more interest to be paid off. Life's grim, but we're just tottering along. This is kind of what I expected things to be like. A lot of rebel factions coming, Trebizond, Georgia, Circassian, so they're all around here. Circassian, I think that's how you say it. They're all around this area here. I'll just go out here and I'll just gobble up this guy before somebody else does, like the Ottomans. Yeah, I was basically saying all that, guys, just to talk about how this game's actually stressing me out. Ah, France is done. France is done, and he didn't take land from the Empire. What a good guy. What a good guy, France. So we can be at peace, hey? Got some rebels coming along, though. So in that case, I can't turn my army maintenance down. So in that case, let's not be at peace. Instead, I'm going to use one stack to deal with these rebels. Let's quickly have a view of how large they'll be. 21, 18. Where's Georgia? Yeah, 21, 18. Okay. I'm just going to use this cheesy infantry stack that I made to placate Russia out here. And I'm going to use our proper stack out here. Excuse me. In this war, where we can enforce religion on Hamburg, Salzburg, and return Frankfurt. Let's go, let's go, let's go before it's too late. Trying to set up and prep the empire, guys, so that once, you know, this league is over, that we have enough votes from the Catholics, etc., and we can just really bring things along. I would like to, on one hand, I would like to have my army, my war exhaustion go down. But on the other hand, I can't turn my army maintenance down anyway while we're at peace. So I feel like it gives me some incentive to fight this war, and hopefully it's quickly with myself, Russia, and France combined. Hopefully we can just crush these guys. We should be able to siege this down with our 5 siege general at like lightning speed if we can get there. There's no fort. Be a total homie, Cuba. He's at 3 ducats. Keep giving me that sweet money. Okay. Forget Cuba. We're done with him. He's going to colonize himself from now on. It's all about the East Coast. France just began colonizing the East Coast. We're 2 ahead. So hopefully we can get... I'm going to go for the centers of trade. Those are my priority. They also happen to be fairly high development provinces. But, yeah. Let's try to get that treaty from the Pope so that he suffers to when he tries to colonize those provinces. But I think I'm going to be ending this episode, guys, in the midst of this war. Once again, I hope you guys are enjoying. I've had quite some criticism. It's funny because this series, as far as I can tell, like up until this point, has been pretty successful in terms of what I would say, like in terms of my channel. It's more successful than the actual Prussian Let's Play in terms of the viewer retention so far, and it seems to me like people enjoy watching it. But at the same time, some people have criticized me, like I keep the game paused too long and stuff like that. And I'm just doing my best, guys. Like, obviously, nobody has to watch. You're welcome to go anywhere else. I love the fact if you do, or you genuinely enjoy watching. I really appreciate that. But, you know, it's my style, and I make enough mistakes as it is. Which is, any mistakes is too many for me. And it's my style to keep the game paused. And this is like the slow and nitty-gritty approach to my sort of stuff, my content. And I'm hoping, like I said, to upload a kind of a final video anyway, so that even if you didn't watch the whole series, at least there's something that comes out of it. That's the kind of approach that I'm using. Let's try to make it to Hamburg. Okay, I need access in here first. Jeez. Such incredible forts around here. That's repulsive. But yeah, this is for those of you who enjoy this stuff. And I hope that you do enjoy it. Like, what else can I say, or what else can I do? One less heretic inside the Empire. Alrighty, guys. So that's going to be the episode here. We're doing well, keeping ahead of our admin points. Opportunity to expand here freely and add provinces and spend some admin here. Want to go into Morocco soon. plenty of opportunities. I want to go into Castile and take up Portugal, like I've said for quite some time. I want to go into Africa, so we got plenty to do. And although we're not doing well on our economy by the looks of things, we're doing better. We're doing better than we have in the past. The inflation is a big issue. I got to get on top of that to the best of my ability. And surely we're getting close to this timing out. Prussia's been a big pansy. He's been afraid to attack us. And I suspect that we're getting very close to this timing out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Guys, by the looks of things, it's going to take a long time to get to Hamburg, and I will consider not going to Hamburg. The war goal was Frankfurt. I'm going to take this. I'll consider just releasing Frankfurt. We already got one Catholic, and we're going to produce another Catholic here. I'll see how I feel about just wrapping this war up, because we do have some war exhaustion. So it shouldn't be too hard to get this 15 war score and just get out of this war. And I will consider doing that rather than pushing just to get one more Catholic member, as once we're the emperor, we can just enforce religion on him. So I'm not going to go too crazy here. Try to get some of our war exhaustion down at a little bit of a period of peace after this war. But that's going to be next episode, and we're going to be taking care of the many opportunities that I mentioned. Yeah, like I said, looking forward to trying to get this merchant from the West African Charter. And we're getting closer to these provinces being caught up. And then they will be converted up like no big deal, because we've got really good conversion strength added to the trade charter. And we'll see how we look. If we're not there yet, we probably won't be there yet. But if we're not there yet, we've got other wars to declare, no problem, like Mali, and I suggest at that stage we will be there for another merchant. Speaking of merchants, guys, it's a good time to ditch Cuba, actually, because he's plus 10 size. We got that merchant. Let's get the East Coast up and running and get a merchant from there as well. I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.